Have you been left scratching your head because your Samsung top-load washer refused to fill with water? Hi, I'm William with AppliancePartsPros.com, and today we're diving into this all-too-common issue. We'll take a closer look at the inlet valve, the pressure sensor, and the main control. These are key suspects behind your washer's misbehavior. Don't worry if this is your first foray into appliance repair. It's easier than you might expect, so why wait? Let's get started and get your washer back on track. With over 2 million products in stock and the know-how to help you do it yourself, we are AppliancePartsPros.com. For today's work, we'll need a multimeter, a Phillips screwdriver, and a pair of pliers to get the job done. Also, please remember that safety comes first. Always disconnect your washer by unplugging it or switching the breaker off. With the power safely off, we can roll up our sleeves and get started on diagnosing and fixing your washer. Grab your Phillips screwdriver and remove the screws securing the console back panel. Separate the back panel from the console and set it aside. Remove the 2 screws securing the console to the rear panel, then rotate the console forward. Plug in the power cord and grab your multimeter. Extreme care should always be taken to protect against electrical shock, which could result in serious injury. Do not test live voltage if you're uncomfortable using a multimeter around live electricity. Set your meter to volts AC, indicated by V with a squiggly line. Start a fill cycle and test for voltage at the inlet valve terminals. You should see 120 volts AC at the hot valve during a hot water fill and at the cold valve during a cold water fill. If voltage is present but water does not flow, the valve receiving voltage has failed and should be replaced. If voltage is not present, continue troubleshooting. If you'd like to know more about how to use a multimeter, we've put together a comprehensive tutorial for you, so check out the link in the description. Cancel the cycle, turn off the washer and unplug the power cord. Disconnect the wires from the pressure sensor. Set your multimeter to resistance or ohms, indicated by the upside down horseshoe symbol. Place one probe on the violet wire terminal and the other on the pink wired terminal. You should see around 21 ohms. If the reading is not close to 21 ohms, like we see here, the pressure sensor has failed and should be replaced. If the resistance is close to 21 ohms, continue troubleshooting. If the pressure sensor has tested good and the water valves did not receive voltage, the main control has failed. This would be verified by the process of elimination that we have completed. Since we found the pressure sensor has failed, let me show you how to replace it. Remove the back access panel and disconnect the pressure hose from the tub and suspension rod. Remove the wire cover from the back. Remove the pressure sensor from the frame. The locking tabs can be pried away by hand while lifting the pressure sensor out. Pull the pressure hose through. Here's the old pressure sensor and here's the new one. If you've already got one, great. If not, you can pick one up at AppliancePartsPros.com. Install the pressure hose through the port and press the sensor into place. Connect the wires to the pressure sensor. Connect the pressure hose to the tub and suspension rod. Reinstall the wire cover and access panel. Rotate the console back into position and secure it with the 2 screws we removed. Reattach the console back panel. Plug the power cord back into the outlet. With that, the repair is complete. If your Samsung top-load washer isn't filling up, follow the steps we've outlined to identify and resolve the issue, focusing on the inlet valve, pressure sensor, or main control. Once you've pinpointed the problem, remember to have your model number ready and head over to AppliancePartsPros.com to order any replacement parts you may need. Most orders will arrive within a couple of days, so you can get your washer back in working order quickly. We also invite you to share your repair experience in the comments. Let us know how it went and if there's anything else you need help with. Thank you for watching and happy repairing.